Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bill just threatened something that he will regret. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, if we've learned anything about Bill Spencer over the years, it's that he's serious and doesn't play around. However, he may have just threatened something that he will later come to regret this time. This is because he informed Luna Nozawa that she would not be able to keep her child after it was born. Because that kid is going to be a Spencer, Bill says. Furthermore, he will use every penny he has to ensure that Luna keeps as far away from the child as is practically feasible. At the same time, though, we are discussing Luna Nozawa. She already made it quite obvious that she had a strategy in place during the most recent episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. By making it appear as though she is being beaten up daily, which she is, she hoped to get herself out of jail. It goes without saying that Bill Spencer would not want to see his future grandchild placed in such a situation. Even while he would prefer that Luna remain in prison, he will be concerned for the child's safety, thus there's a significant chance he will get Luna out sooner rather than later. It is another matter entirely if Bill will be able to keep Luna out of trouble. You just never know what she might be capable of. What comes next is still up in the air. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will just have to watch every single day to see what happens next. On weekdays, B&B is broadcast on the CBS network. Look up the timings in your local listings. For the time being, please share your opinions with us by writing in the space provided for comments below. Daphne doesn't require a hero, and Carter has finished saving damsels. According to The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton came to the conclusion that he was done rescue damsels because Daphne Rose didn't require a hero. Bill Spencer of Spencer Publications believed Luna Nozawa either did it herself or coerced someone into doing it for her. Katie Logan expressed concern for the infant and recommended that Luna be secluded, even though Bill was okay with letting her get roughed up. The topic of conversation turned to a new arrangement Liam Spencer made, and his wish to mend his family with Hope and Beth Spencer, since Will Spencer just wanted to talk about something other than Luna. Katie reassured Liam that she thought Hope was prepared to return to both herself and Liam. In the end, Bill encouraged Liam to stand up for what he wanted, and Liam was going to do just that. On Friday's B&B episode, Daphne was present at the Forrester showroom alongside Carter, Hope and Brooke Logan Forrester. Hope and Brooke were thrilled when Daphne gave them samples of her new fragrance for Hope for the future. Carter talked candidly about his failed engagement as Daphne accompanied him to the CEO's office. Though he acknowledged that he should have heeded Daphne's advice and that he couldn't compete with Hope's family with Liam, Carter and Hope remained friendly. Additionally, Carter said that he had been attracted to Daphne from the beginning, and that he was done pretending otherwise. Carter expressed his interest and complimented Daphne's singing ability during a flirtatious French dinner. Daphne hinted that she wouldn't be ranked second in anyone's eyes, and that Carter would need to gain her trust. Carter acknowledged that he had developed a habit of rescue damsels, and said that he was afraid to pursue a relationship with Daphne because she didn't require saving. Daphne's desire for Carter would be the reason for their relationship. Things felt promising between Carter and Daphne since he wanted to prove himself to her, and finally drew her into a kiss. Deacon Sharp and Brooke returned to the showroom and attempted to encourage Hope to get back together with Liam. Hope was more concerned with talking about Deacon's failing marriage to Sheila Sharp, which she believed should be ended permanently. Hope admitted that Deke Sharp shared her sentiments, but before returning the focus to Hope and Liam's reunion, Deacon made a suggestion that love is difficult. Hope confided in Brooke that she knew there were valid grounds for her breakup with Liam when Deacon received a text and left. However, Hope also understood that she couldn't ignore her lingering love because she had learned her lessons. According to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, we'll share any good news about Hope and Liam's future together, as they soon provide an update on their relationship status. What's next for Carter and Daphne? According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Daphne wants Carter to provide her with some answers. Weeks have passed since Carter Walton discovered Daphne Rose performing depressing tunes at an open mic night in a posh pizza place. When her song was finished, he sat down with her, looked into her eyes and held her hand. What happened next was never revealed to us, and we suppose it wasn't much. This is because Carter is questioned by Daphne over the state of his relationship with Hope Logan. If he had discovered her at Il Giardano's, Wouldn't he have said that the engagement was off? Why is this first occurring at this time? Is Daphne merely curious as to whether Carter has moved on from Hope? We assume there are no animosities because Hope and Carter stated last week that they were still friends. Will the fate of Hope and Liam Spencer ever be revealed? The only thing he saw was that Hope had taken off her engagement ring. Since then we haven't seen Liam. Additionally, Hope has only appeared while she is developing a new Hope for the future line. When Bill Spencer informs Katie Logan, Electra Forrester, and Will Spencer that Luna Nozawa intentionally did something, we can be sure they are startled. By now, they ought to be aware that Luna is calculating and cold in all she does. Is Bill discussing becoming pregnant and looking like he was beaten while incarcerated? Bill might find it difficult to believe the same depressing tale of another prisoner assaulting her because this is the same tactic Luna employed the last time. And since Luna never even had a trial or a sentencing, what were the chances that she would wind up in what we presume to be confinement with the same cellmate? Given how strange everything is for Luna, what wild plan will she devise next? Poppy Nozawa seems to be attempting to come up with something. Electra Forrester, Remy's retaliation, is back on his hit list. At Forrester Creations, a fresh and enjoyable friendship will continue to grow this week on The Bold and the Beautiful. Electra Forrester is a fan of the new member of their design team, Deke Sharp, who is the buzz of the office. Deke and Electra will soon discover they have a lot more in common than they initially thought when they compare notes. Will Deke Sharp eventually find out about the secrets behind his live-in boyfriend's life? Below are spoilers for what will happen next on Bold and Beautiful. It appears that no one remembers how dangerous and genuinely deranged Remy Price was when he first came to Los Angeles. In actuality, he just appeared in Los Angeles because he had followed Electra from a different continent. In order to save his sweetheart from her insane stalker, Will Spencer Jr. had to act like a hero. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deke and Electra will soon become co-workers and start talking about the boys in their lives. When one of them, Will, eventually brings up Remy's name, they will discover that her stalker, Electra Forrester, and Deke's lover are actually the same person. Ironically, Deke feared that his association with Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, would result in his termination from Forrester Creations. He had no idea that Remy Price wasn't any better. Hints of B&B Spoilers. Remy's horrible treatment of Electra will make Deke furious, and he will immediately kick him out. Remy has the potential to seriously harm Deke's budding career, even if he has altered his ways. Deke will want someone to blame if he dumps Remy. If his relationship was destroyed by Electra Forrester, who betrayed him, perhaps she should stay away from Remy at all costs. It won't be difficult for him to stalk and torment her again because he has already done so once. When Deke finds out, do you think Remy will be dumped? Will he attempt to retaliate against Electra? Spencer family reels, Daphne's romantic question, and Bill's announcement. There will be spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans might anticipate Bill Spencer revealing that Luna Nozawa intentionally became pregnant in the upcoming episode. Carter Walton is questioned by Daphne Rose on his love for Hope Logan, Annika Noel. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. First, let's talk about Bill, who recently finished visiting Luna in prison. The young woman didn't appear to be at all redemptive. She actually laughed heartily at Steffi Forrester Finnegan's comment about Bill and Katie Logan's refusal to allow their grandchild to be born while incarcerated. Bill will inform Liam Spencer, Will Spencer, and Katie that Luna intentionally did this. That is accurate, but at this time, there is nothing that can be done about it. While Luna is incarcerated, everyone is concerned about how to safeguard the unborn child, while preventing Luna from getting away with her misdeeds. Naturally, Bill's announcement will leave everyone speechless. They will probably discuss how sick Luna is for harming someone in this way. To give birth to a child that she doesn't even care for. Luna believes the child will be the key to her release from prison. However, she is mistaken about that. Even though she uses a small ruse to persuade Will to release her from prison, the plan is incredibly unrealistic. Fans will see Daphne again. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, the Nose just enjoyed a kiss with Carter while returning in Los Angeles. She doesn't want her heart to be destroyed again though because she truly feels something for the COO. Daphne will want everything to be very clear because Carter and Hope are still friends and co-workers. Although there is no longer any romantic relationship between them, The COO may remind her that he still works with Hope and that they are still friends. Additionally, Carter could explain to Daphne that he needs more time to move on from his previous relationship. Either way, it will be wonderful for Carter to find a long-term partner. The dude must be the soap opera's unluckiest character. Still single despite numerous weddings and engagements. What is the plot thread you are most excited to follow? Bill informs Will and Katie Luna had a reason for doing it. Lee made everyone think Luna had passed away while actually saving her life. Sheila eventually found out, but she chose to keep it a secret, which led to problems with Deacon. The fact that Luna surreptitiously raped Will following his lavish party, however, is far worse. Will had some time to discover that he had not slept with Elektra as he had assumed. At last, Luna informed Will, Elektra, Bill and Katie that she was expecting a child. Bill subsequently ordered a paternity test, which confirmed that Will was the biological father of Luna's child. Daphne has returned to Los Angeles. After Carter turned her down in favor of Hope, she departed. Hope and Carter decided to be married after becoming engaged. But Hope and Liam reconnected when Liam was recuperating from his brain tumor and gunshot wound. After realizing that, Carter and Hope decided to call it quits on their engagement. Naturally, that opens the possibility of Carter and Daphne falling in love.